Hello and welcome to the Tantalizing Tigers video tutorial for how to use Weebly to claim and submit gifts. This video tutorial is not going to be perfect, and I'm sorry for that, partially because my camera is the one that's doing the recording here. I don't have any fancy equipment, so it's going to have a little bit of a glare and you might not be able to read every single bit on my page, but I'm hoping that you'll be able to see the general idea so that you can use Weebly when you want to. And I've also done like 1,000 takes and realized that I'm not actually like absolutely perfect, so sorry in advance for the ums and the times that I mess up. Alright, let's get started. Before we even actually try to click on anything, you need to know what Weebly does and what it is. Weebly is a website that you can use to collect gifts. So instead of begging friends to send you coffee or begging friends to send you tickets or whatever else you need at the moment, you can just go to Weebly, click on the things you want, and go your merry way. Weebly doesn't exactly benefit you directly. You kind of need a buddy to work with you, or you need a gifting account. We'll get there. Alright, so how do we get started? Facebook's laid up in three categories, or three columns, sorry. There's the left column here, which has the different groups you're in and messages and the applications you use. And on the right side, there are a bunch of apps and whatever that's just junk. It's more or less a spam column. And then in the middle, that's actually what we're going to work with. So, we're going to right click in the middle where you have all these gifts. If you don't know where I am, actually, I clicked game requests, so you should already be there. Alrighty, so in the middle column, you're going to right click. Doesn't matter where, as long as it's just in this general middle area. So we're going to right click, view page source. Alright, it opens this brand new page. It's kind of confusing, and if you don't know what HTML is, it's a little scary, but what we're going to do is click on it once. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't for me. Okay, so I'm going to need to use both hands, so this camera's going to get a little crazy. Sorry. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is click on it, and on your keyboard, do whatever you want to do, but the basic thing is we're going to have to click and select and copy all of this text. So what I'm going to do is click on it once on my computer, hold down Control, then push A. That selects everything. Then I'm holding down Control, pushing C to copy. There are different ways to copy, so if you want to like highlight the whole thing and then do Control C, that's fine too, or if you want to, if your computer has another option for select all, you can do that too, but basic idea is you want this whole thing to turn blue, and that you've selected everything, and that you did Control C to copy all that text. Now what you're going to do is go to Weebly, which is basically slgifts.weebly.com. This is a website. It's actually interesting that people call it Weebly, because Weebly is actually the name of the web host that SL Gifts uses. So maybe some people call it SL Gifts, some people call it Weebly. It's kind of, I don't know, like old school, it had GeoCities or whatever, so it's like slgifts.geocities. I don't know. Some people will be like, oh, that's interesting, and some people will be like, oh my god, shut up, just keep going. So, basically this is slgifts.weebly.com. It looks a little confusing for beginners, but that's okay, don't worry. We're going to go to Submit Gifts. It's on the left side under Beijing Events and Quick Claim. The codes on the left might change as time goes on, but what you want to click on is Submit Gifts. Awesome. You'll get this page. More scariness, but not really. It's okay. What you want to do is right click in this dark space and select Paste. If you did everything right with the whole copy thing, it should paste a ton of text. Don't worry if you can't read it, that's fine. Alright, since this is probably the first time that you're using Weebly, you need to click I need a quick claim code. Awesome. This blank box here, leave it blank. You don't need it yet. If you've already used Weebly, then you should enter your quick claim code. And if you've lost it, no big deal. Just click on that little checkbox and you'll get a new one. Alright. Once we've done that, you're going to click Process. This box will pop up. It will tell you your quick claim code. You need to write that down and save it. It's not the end of the world if you don't use your quick claim code all the time or if you keep getting new ones, but it makes things more simple if you just copy that, have that together. Now click OK. Awesome. So mine worked pretty well. Sometimes instead of just saying congratulations, this many gifts have been added to the warehouse, it'll say something like these people are not in the warehouse, please click here and enter their name. I don't know right off the bat exactly what it says, but you need to click on that where it says like look up, and a new window will open. That will show the name of somebody who sent you a gift but isn't quite on Weebly yet. So you need to look at their name and then type their name in where there's that space. Weebly isn't asking for your name, they're not asking for your phone number, they're not asking for your screen name, they're asking for that person's sorority life name. So you need to make sure you put in their name, not yours. A lot of people make that mistake, that's why I'm kind of hammering that home. Alright, so click OK and you are done. So that is how you submit gifts to Weebly. But before we finish this little tutorial, let me just go on a quick little pseudo rant. When you submit gifts to Weebly, that doesn't put the gifts onto your Weebly. When you submit gifts, it adds links to the people who sent you a gift. So let's say I sent you a mocha. You go to Weebly, you post to Weebly, you do this whole thing, it says yay, added to the warehouse. That link will go to my Weebly account. So if you go to my Weebly link, you'll see the mocha there. If you go to your Weebly link, you won't see any change. So that's why I said you need a buddy. You need to send gifts to somebody, and that somebody needs to post to Weebly. So when you submit to Weebly, you're really doing your friends a favor. You're not necessarily doing a favor for yourself. So make sure you have a little Weebly buddy, or some people make another Facebook account, which is not approved by Facebook, so it's kind of doing the quote-unquote illegal way, but they have another account. Sometimes they just use like a family or a friend's account and they send gifts to that account and they have that account post to Weebly. So whatever you do, just make sure you're working with a partner in some way, shape, or form to submit to Weebly. I hope this makes sense. Good luck! There are many different ways to collect gifts from Weebly. I think the easiest way is to actually have your sister send you their links and then bookmark it, because then you don't have to fumble around the website or anything. You can just go to the bookmark, click on the gifts you want, and go on your way. Another way to do it, a little more complicated in my opinion, is you go to the top left of slgifts.weebly.com and click Quick Find. There this link will pop up, except I think it'll look like this. What you want to do, I mean you can go through the gifts and you can click on it, but the frustrating thing is like if you click on a gift that you want and then you click on a link, it'll say, sorry, let's see if I have that open still, yeah. It'll say, sorry, you can only claim gifts from your friends. So you can't just click on any link you want, you need to make sure you click on a link that belongs to your sister's Weebly, because you have to be sisters with someone to accept a gift that they posted on Weebly, if that makes sense. So another way to do it is to look up gift senders. The best thing, you can look up their Weebly name, just ask them, hey, I know you use Weebly, what's your Weebly name? And in this right corner here, it says Find Sisters. You can just look up their name and you can find them that way. That way you don't have to keep going through like every single stupid link and being frustrated and whatnot. So, really, claiming gifts from Weebly is super, super easy. I don't think I need to go in any more detail. You just have their link, click on the gifts you want, and then you're done. Some people want to know about etiquette regarding Weebly. You don't have to send every gift back. Some people prefer that you send it back so that you can go back and forth to post on Weebly, but most people that I've talked to say, don't send them back the stuff that they post on Weebly. And don't worry, I mean, you're not doing anything bad by clicking on accept the gift. The link doesn't expire. Like 50 people, more than 50 people can go to, say, my Weebly and click, okay, I want this ticket. They can click on it. That link doesn't expire. Somebody else can click the same link at the exact same time and both people will get the ticket. So don't worry about, using up a gift or something. You're not using up a gift. Ask the person if they want gifts back. Some people really, really want them back. Some people don't. It really depends on them. But for the most part, you can just collect from their Weebly and not worry about sending things back. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And good luck.